Did I not learn cooking? Hey guys, welcome back to our single player Let's Play of Eco 8.0. We're running on, a patch 8.0.7, so there's been a few changes. If you've finished watching my smelting or my mechanics video for Blast Furnace, thank you. I know it was like 50 minutes long. It was insane. But this episode 12 is going to be about cooking, right? So we've gotten past advanced campfire. Now we're going, we took care of creating the farms and creating the supply chain for cooking, right? So I'm a master butcher. I am a master advanced campfire. And now I am a novice cook. And at this point, you're probably around day 2 or 3 in the server where you get cooking because of the iron need to get the skill book. Your immediate focus should be creating the basic 20 basic salads and 20 fruit salads to immediately get into the advanced cooking books. But you do need to level up cooking because you need subcomponents in cooking for advanced cooking. So this is a very quick profession. You're not going to be in cooking for very long because, again, advanced cooking just requires 40 salads from you. So you can get those, grind it out, get the subcomponents, and shoot right into advanced cooking, get into the end game food by day 4, maybe, day 3 to 4, day 5, the latest on a multiplayer world. Or even a single player world if you're focused on cooking here. So let's get going. So with cooking, it really depends on, let's open up our cast iron stoves. We have 2 cast iron stoves in a tier 2 room. I made lumber right next to my original hewn log area. With cooking, oh, there you go. There you are, 26 days and 4 hours, so about 4th day, which is about where you should be in the multiplayer world, getting cooking and working towards advanced cooking. But with cooking, you need iron. So once iron's available, that initial 20 iron, you should work a deal with your smelter. If you don't have a smelter in your group or if you're playing solo on a multiplayer world, work a trade with food for iron, right? Tell that smelter, give me 20 iron so I can get my cooking book done, please. Now, to level up cooking, it's going to be the same as everything else. You're going to want to make, you're going to want to craft things that take a long time to make. The longer it takes, the more XP you're going to get, right? Overall, I'm sorry, let's clear that up. The more things you make, the more experience you'll make on your multiplier, right? So if your multiplier, let's say, is 50 at this point by day 3, 50 from, food and housing, you need to craft things. Now, you need to make 40 salads, 40 basic salads, and 40 fruit salads. And there's multiple salads of each kind. There's the exotic fruit salad, right? There's going to be the forest salad, grassland, mixed fruit, mixed. You have these medleys, which are a little bit more advanced in salads regarding their, calories and carbs, vitamins. But again, you're going to want to make 40 salads immediately. That's where you're going to spend all your resources on. If you're farming by yourself, then you're probably only going to have 1 or 2 types of farms. And I recommend that you definitely have a forest farm, and you absolutely have a grasslands farm, because you can make the grassland salad, you can make the forest salad, right? The fruit salad is mixed fruit salad is a mix of huckleberries and beets, which is grassland and forest, and that's really all you'll need. You could do exotics, let's say that you're in a grassland and a desert farm. You have prickly pear, and it all depends on what's being supplied to you. If somebody sold you 500 prickly pears, you're going to make exotic fruit salads. You're going to make exotic salads, maybe, because you have rice and you have cremini mushrooms from, the jungle or rainforest, rather. Call it jungle all the time, and rice from the grassland. So it all depends on what's been supplied to you, what you've been buying in your store. But in my case, I'm going to play it like I have a grassland and a forest, right? So we need to make 20. Now, each one of these, they're expensive as all heck. You're talking about 20 beans, 30 huckle, 20 fiddleheads. We want to just make about 5 of these for salads. And then I'm going to make 5 of the fruit salad in my other cast iron stove. You want to have 2. You absolutely want to have 2. Again, work with your smelters to trade iron. So I'm going to make a fruit salad now between beets and huckleberries. So huckleberries, man, that's why I said hunt for huckleberry was episode 1 in this Let's Play. There's a reason why. Huckleberry is so important. Look at that. I just went through pretty much all my huckleberry. I'm going to have to go to my farm and get more. And we'll take care of that. Maybe we'll go, I have to go harvest again. I mean, I had, how much did I have? I had like 500 huckleberry, all gone. You go through huckleberry quite a bit, and you'll be going through huckleberry as well, making, sugar, etc. By the way, I did, if you guys remember, I said in the last episode, I wanted to make tallow candles for lighting. I felt like it was so dark in here because I don't have braziers going because they require coal and boards, and I just didn't want to deal with it. But the tallow candles are very pretty. This is a wall candle. About 50 tallow will last you a day or so, and you can definitely get tallow from a butcher. Oil is better for the fuel, 4,000 joules compared to tallow, which is 2,000. But oil is a little bit expensive to make. It will require a mill for oil recipe and 6 cereal germs. Now, I am a master miller already. I ended up making 50 flour, okay? And as a chef, if you're going to be a cook, you most likely will either be a butcher chef or a miller chef, right? You're going to be milling and baker for sure, butcher chef or miller chef as well. It all depends on the type of support mechanism you have on the server. It all depends on what other people are doing. If there's a miller already, or if there's somebody planning on going, baker, and they're going to be a miller, then you make sure you go butcher. You have to work within the confines of who's available to you and what professions are available to you. Okay, so we're making our salads. We're leveling up our salads. Hey, wait a minute. Are the resources expensive again because I didn't learn the cooking skill? Tell me. Do I keep doing this? What is wrong with me? Did I not learn cooking? Oh wait, I got to cancel this. Is this canceled? Oh jeez. I've been on a roll. Let's just make 5 again. I mean, it reduced it somewhat. It was a tremendous amount. Mixed fruit. You know what? I should make the grassland salad. So I don't use huckleberry because I did it for fruit. Oh my goodness. The only reason I noticed was I saw the little plus sign come up saying that I wasn't getting experience, and that doesn't make any sense. Boy. Oh boy. Where's my, man, these fish traps are not giving me any fish in that little river. Where is I guess I'll use the fishery for now. Put those salads in here. Not like there's any fish. I have like 1 fish. That did not work out very well. I highly recommend if you're putting fish traps, you put it in the ocean. I have a ton. There we go. Look at that. You're getting levels. You guys got to see how many fishing traps I put down here. Can you even see this? I can barely see. I put all these fishing traps. And just so you guys know, if you're having a hard time placing a fishing trap, you just need to make sure that you place a fishing trap on the kelp here, on the seaweed. You see that here? You can place a fishing trap. That's why it gets all spaced out like that. So fishing traps can be really annoying. You can't stack them like you used to, or you could just stack them all into one little claim and set and forget. But so you can't do that anymore. Anywho, oh, and a nice little feature: while you have your candles, the sun is rising. You don't need that light anymore. You just right click it. It turns it off. Save that tallow. You don't need it on. Now you do lose the skill point when it's not fired up. So if it's not burning, it's not giving you that extra skill point, but it is what it is, right? I'd rather save the light for when I need it at night. But okay, so this thing is crafting. Oh my goodness. I have cereal germ. I can make oil. You know what? Let's make some oil. Might as well. We can always use oil. Level 5. Sweetness. Let's make some oil here. Wow, 6 cereal germs. So you only get I need the infused oil, right, for Bear Supreme, Crimson Salad, like endgame foods. So yeah, you definitely need oil. I'm only making 3. Anyone else hate that sound? I hate the milling sound. I could take the butchery sound, the farming table sound is the same. The milling sound, it's just grating, like teeth grinding. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's going to be on forever. But man, does it annoy me a little bit. Alright, so the Advanced Cooking Skill Book is going to need 20 basic salads, 20 fruit salads. We're going to be halfway there. So that's awesome. Now, make sure that if you do have a butcher or you're going to work with a butcher, they need to start getting you scrap meat. And the reason you need this scrap meat is the meat stock. Now, you can make a few other foods with it. The campfire stew. You can make the pineapple friend rice. A lot of people say that this, you have to eat the pineapple friend rice with a Bear Supreme with a Crimson Salad. I disagree. Crimson Salad, Bear Supreme, maybe a sweet salad in between there. Maybe. I would just say Crimson Salad, Bear Supreme, set and forget. Those 2 foods are endgame foods. They give you pretty much the maxed out food SP. On a default server, I think it's something like 126.5 food SP with those 2 foods. Let's put where are we putting oil? Just put it there for now. So this thing's leveling up. Let's go ahead and take the skills we always take. We're going to have 2. You're probably going to have more than 2. So you should almost always do parallel processing. Increase that speed. And at level 6, we're going to do the lavish workspace. But here's the issue. Right now, I can't take lavish again. You have to wait. This requires an average of a 2-room tier. If I did that 2.2, I wouldn't be able to actually craft anything. And I just saw a post on Reddit about this. Somebody said, "Oh, I upgraded. I took the talent, the level 6 talent, lavish, and now I don't have access to tier 3 or tier 4 materials." And we do not have access to that yet. We will soon with reinforced concrete, level tier 3 and corrugated steel. We'll have that soon. We'll have the reinforced concrete probably sooner than corrugated steel because we want to save our steel for framed glass, of course, and flat steel eventually when we have oil production. But so cooking is just a middleman. You're going to go from advanced campfire, probably your day and a half, 2 days until the iron's available. You're going to take cooking very quickly. You're going to level it up, just making those salads, and then you're going to get advanced cooking by day 3, day 4, day 5 on an extremely slow playstyle, right? Now, once you make your salads, look, what level am I? I forgot now. Am I already level 6? Yep, level 6, almost level 7. Good to go. Let's re-queue our salads now. Again, because I'm playing a forest salad, I'm playing a forest farm and a grassland farm. I want to make the grassland basic salad. How many do I have? I didn't keep track. I have 6 and 6. Perfect. So the basic salad I want to have, grassland salad, I want to make 14 of these. And look how fast it's going to go. 53 beets, 53 tomatoes, 53 corn at level 6. 7 minutes to make 14 salads. Let's go. And let's make the fruit salads that we need, which was the forest fruit salad. I'm sorry, the mixed fruit salad, which is beets and huckleberry. Let's make 14. Oh, I'm a little bit shy on the huckle. Oh boy. Probably because I shouldn't have made that one salad without learning chef. But, so we're going to run over. We have a lot of stuff that needs to be picked up. We need to go harvest a ton of stuff. So I'll go do that now. Now that we have the basic salads and the fruit salads, or fruit salads and the basic salads, we're going to go ahead and cook the Advanced Cooking Skill Book. I just brought the research table over here to Chef's Table so we can just take care of it right now. And I added a chest. I don't know why I didn't have a chest. Let's turn on these lamps. The candles, rather. I don't know why I didn't have a chest to just put all my cooking stuff in. Ready to rock. Okay, so talking further about cooking. Because you're going to have your first star probably go into Advanced Campfire, your second star go into cooking, the third star, which you get around day 3 to 4, depending on your SP levels and what you're playing. If you're playing multiplayer, for instance, on a medium server or a very high collab, you're probably not going to get that third star for advanced cooking right away. So while cooking is essentially that middle stopgap profession, the two meals or the two foods you really should focus all your efforts on are going to be simmered meat, which is 900 calories, heavy on the protein and fats, a little bit of vitamins and carbs, and vegetable soup, which is 1,200 calories. You're looking at about a 2,100 calorie diet, 12 carbs, 19 vitamins, some protein and fat. Some people like to blend in a stuffed turkey. But that requires bread, which requires a bakery oven. Some folks will just stay on the vegetable medleys or the salads even. Maybe they'll sell salads, they'll sell medleys, and then they'll sell the more expensive soups and simmered meats. Because simmered meats are expensive. Vegetable soups are expensive to make, right? You're probably selling them somewhere between 10 to 15 credits based on a 1 credit per log economy. And why? Simmered meat needs meat stock and prepared meat. And a meat stock needs 4 scrap meats at cooking 7 with a 4-minute craft time. It's not just about the resources, it's about the time. You need to have a lot of investments to make simmered meat and vegetable soup. Vegetable soup requires vegetable stock. Vegetable stock takes how long? It takes another 4 minutes to cook. And essentially, 0.8 vegetable medley is like having 1. So it's like costing 1. You need vegetable medley and vegetable stock to make a vegetable soup. So these are expensive. You're probably going to have 4 cast iron stoves. I'm most likely going to need to make this room bigger just to fill in those 4 cast iron stoves to have vegetable stock cooking, vegetable medley, and then once those 2 are done, queue up the vegetable soup. And the same thing here. Meat, stock, prepared meat, right? Because you need prepared meat for simmered meat. You need 1 prepared meat, and a prepared meat is made at the butchery table. Requires 2 raw meat, and thankfully you get 2 scrap meats. Now you don't want to go ham, right? You don't want to make too much prepared meat because it's really not used in enough. Scrap meats are used in more recipes. Specifically for Bear Supreme, which is the end game food. You want to go ahead and save it for prime cuts. All right, prime cuts at Max Butchery cost 8 raw meat. So a lot of hunting, A lot of butchery going on. And like I mentioned before, you usually want to be a butcher with chef, but that's 4 stars worth of skills. You're not going to have that last butchery star probably till much later. Much later. So let's get started with the vegetable stock. Right, so we need vegetable medley. For our vegetable medleys, we could do mixed, which is a camas and corn, right, which is the forest and the grassland. The other vegetable medley you can do is the exotic, which is grassland and forest again. And that's why grassland and forest are the 2 farms you really want to focus heavily on. Beets, tomatoes, and beans. Personally, I'd rather do camas and corn because they're not going to be used really in other recipes for myself. Like mixed vegetable medley, awesome. Corn, you can use it in a few things. The grassland salad, the cornmeal, you definitely may use some cornmeal if you're going baker, but you're not really going to make corn fritters. I mean, baked roast is pretty good if you're in the bacon skill. But again, this is for cooking, which is what I recommend over bacon. Bacon is extremely underpowered. So I'm going to make some mixed vegetable medleys, right? Let's just go ahead and make 30. Costs us 90 corn, 90 camas. Nice and even. And how long is this going to take? Each one takes, let me see, exotic takes, 24 seconds. So that's actually pretty quick. It's not going to take very long. After the vegetable medleys, right, that we're making those, let's go ahead and cue the vegetable stock. We can essentially make about 30 vegetable stock out of it. Actually, a little bit more. We can make 40 with 32 vegetable medley, so we should have made 32, but that's okay. So now we'll cue the vegetable stock. So now we have vegetable medleys, we have vegetable stock going, and let's just make sure that we have it going to the right chest. It's probably all the way at the bottom here, isn't it? Where'd it go? We have that food chest, but that was for advanced campfire. Where the heck is my... Did I make a new chest? Cooking storage. There we go. I was like, where did it go? Cooking storage. Alright. And let's do the same here while we're with it. Cooking storage. Awesome. And you can see that the vegetable medley is going right into the cooking storage and automatically being consumed for the vegetable medley. And let's do the same. Let's get meat stock. Let's cue the simmered meat because that needs 0.4 meat stocks. Okay. So every time I go up 15 is 6. So you get 25 simmered meat for 10 vegetable stocks, which is pretty nice. For 20 vegetable stock, you get 50 simmered meat, which is awesome. And all you need is 50 prepared meat. That's not a problem. It takes 1 hour and 40 minutes. And let's go ahead and make the meat stock. Right, it needs 20 meat stock, which is awesome. We can make 20 meat stock in 1 hour and 20 minutes. You can see how much time this stuff takes. I mean, you're making this stuff. It's going to be some time, as you level up, and of course, as you're going and you're building a house, and you're maybe helping a friend with mining some materials as well. So it's important that you can set this up to craft and log off for the night. Go to work, come home, all your stuff is cooked, ready to be put on the vendor. And what you should do is, if you have a store here, if you place a store, put everything up for sale and make sure that it's all synced up. So then you can just go right ahead and automatically list it up for sale. So you don't have to be here, right? It could be AFK store. Just put it up for sale, and as soon as it's available in the chest to sell, bam, ready to rock. But so now that everything is queued, let's go ahead and get some prepared meat going. You're probably going to have to, for now, you're going to have to buy prepared meat. That's just, I have 867 meat due to butchery being ridiculous. So let's just make, 200 meat. 100 prepared meat costs 200 meat. That's nothing. It takes like barely any time as well. And just to give you an example, with 5 elk carcass. One elk carcass gives me 25 meat. So I can make 500 meat in no time. I have 14 elk carcass, so let's go ahead and make it 350 meat after that. So all of this stuff now is prepared. Do I have a workbench over here? Can I make? Yeah, I do. Let's make a quick store just to show you what it would look like. Store. Oh, of course, I need logs. 5 logs. You gotta be kidding me. I used up all my logs? Alright, time to go chop down some trees. I don't want to get rid of these old growth redwood trees, so here I am chopping down this birch tree all the way far away from here with no road and no wood cart with me. I did not expect to need wood. You made it all into lumber. Oh, see, hey, sometimes this happens, right? It says you can't carry more than 5 logs. You have 16 in hand. Just drop one and pick that up. Now you're at 20. And you'll come back and get that after. But I just don't want to get rid of these beautiful trees. They're awesome, man. I'd love to make a little tree farm around them. It's so cool making a tree farm around those trees. Why aren't you growing trees? What's going on? I planted all you guys. You need to be growing. I didn't even farm the wheat. There was no point in me farming this. This is just so much wheat. I'll eventually use it. You could use it for pitch, but with a bakery oven. All right, where are we? We're cooking over here. Let's drop these logs. Right click right in. Cool. Let's put this away. Here, awesome. You know what? Let's we have a research table here now. Let's go ahead and what needed the flour? Let's just put it to cook. With advanced bacon, right? No, I would need 15 sugar. It was bacon. Yeah, we just oh man, 30 stink. I'll just save it in my inventory. All right, let's go put that away in the stockpile. Don't want to be carrying these logs. Okay, so once the store is made, we're going to go ahead and put it. How long does the store take? What? How long does the store take to cook? 15 minutes. Good Lord. Oh, got to turn off these lights. I always forget. It's daytime. We don't need it now. Okay, well, when it comes to the other foods that you want to make for cook, like I mentioned before, salads can be your cheap foods, like 5 units per, give or take. Just do the math. If you're buying, let's say, beets, tomatoes, if you're buying everything at 0.1 cost or so, right? Usually you'll see things for, cooks will buy resources at 0.1, 0.25. Let's just say you're buying things at 0.25. It takes 2 beets, so that's 50 cents. 3 tomatoes for exotic vegetable medleys. That's going to be 75 cents. So we're at $1.25, right? Or let's just use $1.25. And another 4, so that's 2 more bucks. You're looking at $3.25 for a vegetable medley if you bought all these resources and you didn't farm them yourself. And if you just double that, or even just make it simple, 5. You sell it for 5. That's worth it right there. Not necessarily doubled your money, your investment, but close enough. And I think that's a fairly affordable price of 5. Now, one of the big things and big issues that people have right now is that cooks are underutilized. Specifically, because the survival skill is giving people calorie reduction up the wazoo. I mean, at 63% reduction from calories, you add in work boots, work backpack, and all of a sudden how much did I, let's go over here. This redwood's ready to rock. How much am I spending with an iron axe per swing? 1.7 calories. That's a problem. So what we've started to do in our multiplayer world is we got rid of the survival skill. So you can no longer, or you can either get rid of the survival skill completely. So now players start in a new world, start with 2 stars instead of just 1. Or you can reduce the amount of calorie reduction by going into the config. And I'm actually going to go ahead and make a quick video about that as well. But that's something that you can do. So let's just wait for these things to craft. Let's wait for the store to craft so I can show you how you list something on the store while it's still being crafted, and it's going to be automatically output to the cooking storage. Okay, so we have vegetable medley. I want that to go first for the vegetable stock. And oh, you know what? I almost forgot to cook the vegetable soup as well, because we need double. I totally forgot. We need double the vegetable medley to make vegetable soup as well. So let's just say that we're going to make 10 of these. 10 costs 4 and 4, which is a good amount, and only takes 20 minutes. So the end game food takes no time. 20 minutes to make 10, 4 stock, 4 vegetable medleys. But the underlying resources, subcomponents, take a long time. Now, my recommendation as well is you put the primary food first, and then you put the subcomponents behind it. So as soon as it makes enough, it cooks, because you're going to be doing something else, right? So let it set and forget. I actually need to queue up more vegetable medley here. What did we end up using? We ended up using this, right? So let's go ahead and we need extra beyond what the vegetable stock. This still needs 6. And this needs 4, right? So we just need 6 more. So we need 10 total. And that's only going to cost us 30. Can I get 11 under 30? No. So 10, another 4 more minutes of mixable. And I'm just going to put that there. So, and that's what I would do. Hopefully, you should really have 4 cast iron stoves. Cast iron stoves are going to require a room that's a 200 size room. So you have to extend further out, or in my case, I'm probably just going to make this go further back. So I can have 4 of these. Let's turn these on. It's starting to get dark. I can have 4 of these cast iron stoves. And that's expensive. I mean, each cast iron stove probably sells between 50 to 100, credits, dollars. If again, the economy based on $1 per log, that economy, these things sell between 50 to 50 to 150 maybe. It just depends on what the early game smelters are doing. So you're going to place your store, and you want to list your items, right? Let's just rename the chef's table. You want to list your vegetable soup, and make sure you change the price to, let's say 15, and my simmered meat. Now, as soon as the items are available to be sold, they'll be added, and you'll see a message saying that Chef's Table is now selling, right? So we can move my vegetable medley in there. Let's move the vegetable soup. And there's a little bit of a delay, but it'll say, hey, now it's available for sale. And if anyone is looking for vegetable soup, let's say, you know what, I want to know if this is for sale. Oh, look, Chef's Table has it. I can click on the mini map, and it takes me right there. I can also go to the economy viewer, and you could see what's available for sale. You can, sort it by hit item. You can press a little cog wheel and say, I want food, tier 2 and see what's available. Oh, the tiers are for building. So go to food. And you can just hit select all, submit, and these are the items that are for sale. And what the currency is. Something a lot of people forget is to change the currency. You want to change the currency to something, to whatever the global currency is, unless you want to keep it in your own personal credit. Some people like to play with just having their own personal credit and not play into the economy world and just, set up things for sale. For buy, right? You want to set up, let's say I want to buy beats. I want to buy a beat for 0.1 and I'm only going to set, 300 because I don't want somebody to come in and automatically sell me an unlimited amount of beats and empty out my bank account. In this case, because it's a player credit, you have an infinite amount, but sometimes when you have player credit or you have a global currency, you want to be careful. And what you should do is also create a second bank account with the banking item. Create a second bank account for your store so you have a different bank account for your personal purchases and a different bank account, and you could go ahead and change that into, you have your personal account, you have your store account. So that's also important to do. As you can see, I have the advanced cooking scrolls done. So we're going to go ahead and learn that. Awesome. So we're going to be able to go and transition into advanced cooking. Let me set this back up to make more vegetable soups. Actually, vegetable stock. We'll go ahead and just make 25, hour and 40 minutes. And we'll let that cook. And everything's available here. Now, let's say you wanted your store to only look at one storage chest. You wanted to, we've done this before. You collapse all. And then you can decide, okay, I wanted to only view this chest here. And I only wanted to view this storage chest as well. Now you just, you make sure that those are selected and deselect everything else. So nothing else will show up, and you can keep a private stash of food that way, for instance. If I were to move, everything's full, too much stuff. Let's say I were to move the vegetable soup and the simmered meat out. Your store now says it's sold out, right? And that's a nice way to keep inventory for things you need. But we don't need to worry about that. We're in single player. So I've expanded the room a little bit. Just wanted to be able to place that store, and I want to add more cast iron stoves. I'm going to go ahead and do that, so this isn't as tedious a process. But that's cooking. Again, as a recap, focus on probably 2 to 3 foods max. Maybe you want to make a couple salads because you need them for advanced cooking and you can sell them cheaper, right? Because the resource requirements are very low. 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 4. Not a lot. You want to sell probably maybe some vegetable medleys as well. You want to have them for sale because they're being used in recipes. So you can make more vegetable medleys. You really don't want to sell vegetable stock or meat stock, because you want to use those into simmered meat and vegetable soup, because those are your money makers while you're a cook. Eventually, we're going to upgrade our kitchens, get the kitchen item, get the stove item as we get into the higher level. I can make a kitchen now with a sawmill, actually. We have a sawmill right here. I miss an iron, though, but we'll probably make maybe 4 kitchens. Do they take that long? I don't want to make something. Yeah, they do. They take a long time, huh? 24 minutes each, 24 iron. I'll just go ahead and get that started. So, again, 3 foods you probably want to set up on your store. Set your store to sell the items even if they haven't been crafted yet. Simmered meat, vegetable soup are your money makers. If you're doing the economy of about a 1, per log. 15 is about the price you'll see for simmered meat and vegetable soup. And the way I did the math was, if I need one prepared meat, and one prepared meat takes 2 raw meat, and one meat stock costs 4 scrap meats. And let's say I'm buying a prepared meat for about 4 to 5, right? I'm buying scrap meats maybe at 1. You're looking at anywhere from 5 to 10 cost, and 15 per is pretty decent. Now, when you first make these items, though, you want to be careful. You want to sell them at a higher price because new technologies, new items have to sell for a premium until you get your efficiency up, because you may not be level 7 efficiency like I am to make vegetable soups and simmered meat, because I leveled up very quickly with my ridiculous multiplier 491 per XP. So you're going to want to sell a little bit more, but the math should be about 30 to 50% margin or profit on your cost. So if you're buying a bead at 0.1, 0.25, it depends, of course, on what you negotiate or what the average prices are in the market. And then always set how much you want to buy. You don't want to buy too much. Somebody might empty your bank account if you haven't created a new bank account. If the bank isn't available yet to create a secondary bank account, just keep an eye on how much you're buying. It's better to, buy less and have less available to craft until somebody else can go buy, or somebody else can come sell to you, or you can go buy to them, than getting your bank account emptied and logging in and being like, oh, I have no money. That stinks. Right? So again, you add the item before it's even available to sell. Let's just say I want to sell a basic salad, right? I'm going to sell that for 5. I have none available to sell, but then I go and I craft a basic salad. All right, let's just put that in there. And you'll see it pop up saying that, hey, it's for sale shortly. Now, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If there's any questions you guys have, I really would love some ideas for what other videos I can help create for Eco. I feel like there's a lot of questions people have about things that maybe I haven't gone over, or they haven't gotten a chance to watch all my videos, or haven't touched base on it yet. Look, Chef Sable's not selling basic salads. There you go. Again, I really appreciate every comment you guys make. Comments help me understand what you guys are enjoying, etc. So thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode